Now, there's no doubt about it that by far one of the most anticipated Star Wars TV shows for 2023 is indeed the Ahsoka Tano TV series, not just because of how it's a multi-season show, but also how it's going to draw a lot from Star Wars Rebels, and basically taking that into live-action form as well. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing about Disney Star Wars is that we have a lot of things happening at the same exact time between Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, George Lucas working on different projects in different phases. You know, the Ahsoka series is moving along very well. Mandalorian Season 3 is really beginning to progress. You know, they're still in post-production, mind you, but we won't be able to see that season until February of next year. We're getting there, though. It's getting closer. And everything related to, you know, what John, George, and Dave are trying to create in the grand scheme of things is that they really are trying to recreate Star Wars Legends. Basically, putting out a library's worth of Star Wars content out there, in live-action form mostly, to really give fans, you know, all their favorite characters and all their different scenarios that they fall into. Now, with that being said, however, ever since the Kenobi TV series came to a close with the first season, of course, with Episode 6, there's been a lot of criticism over the TV show as a whole, and we have seen this time and time again for the past number of weeks, that there are a lot of fans that have really expressed their concern over exactly how Disney treated the character of Kenobi and exactly how they're going to treat him again in a Season 2. Now, yes, a Season 2 is in the works. Even writer Stuart Beattie, or Beattie, however you pronounce his name, the original writer, even kind of accidentally confirmed this in his recent interview with The Direct, where he was talking about the original scripts of the Obi-Wan Kenobi trilogy, and he said, you know, maybe some of those ideas will be used for a Season 2, and, you know, putting that in there. But I digress. The thing about the character of Reva is the main subject for today, and exactly how it further involves actress Moses Ingram. Now, with Obi-Wan Kenobi's finale now out on Disney+, Disney executives have been very busy creating the roadmap of the Star Wars universe moving ahead. However, it's noted that recently Bob Chapek decided to make the ultimate call to cancel the Reva Star Wars TV show for Disney+, that actress Moses Ingram was supposed to be attached to in the series. This was actually described to be a show that was going to be led by Kathleen Kennedy, and due to the failure of the character by the Star Wars community's feedback, and with the original writer Stuart Beattie said to be very angry over the fact that they kept Reva alive, and how he originally wanted her to die in the scripts. This was all a plan to keep her alive, to make her own Star Wars TV show that was under development for quite some time, before Chapek most recently, thankfully, cancelled the series altogether. The series was actually going to focus on elements of Reva's backstory of becoming a part of the Inquisitors and exactly how she joined. Moses Ingram was also going to play a light side version of Reva with a brand new lightsaber that was going to serve as one of the other protectors of Luke Skywalker. This was going to work hand in hand with the second season of Obi-Wan Kenobi, originally speaking, where they wanted to actually have Reva as the second protector of Luke. Since this all offended, of course, Moses Ingram and made her angry over the Disney executives' decision on canceling the series, she is beginning to blame them for giving in to the fans that hated her character. The series is going to be treated as a limited show, with the opportunity to become a multi-season show if it was to be successful. Now, let me just stop right here, because this is actually a very terrible, you know, show to begin with. The fact that they wanted to make Reva into the second protector of Luke Skywalker, and really having all that knowledge about exactly who Luke really was. Even Kathleen Kennedy confirmed this about a week ago, where she said Reva gets the idea of exactly who Luke really is, and that's exactly why she's trying to kill Luke and destroy him in Episode 6, is because she believes that Luke could very well pose a threat against further Force-sensitive individuals once he grows up and becomes just like his father. That was basically the overall motive for Reva to destroy Luke. Now, beyond all of that, having a second protector makes absolutely no sense, and really comes across like Disney was trying to purposely destroy the purpose of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's not forget, the whole purpose of Obi-Wan being on Tatooine, period, the end, is watching over Luke, keeping Luke safe, making sure that he's no longer in danger. And they wanted to bring Reva in as a second protector. I don't know about you guys, but that completely breaks canon. It goes against Obi-Wan Kenobi's purpose in life. It doesn't make sense. And at that point in time, you might as well just recruit other protectors of Luke. It just doesn't make sense at all. Period. It just doesn't. So I'm really glad that Chapek made the ultimate call to get rid of this show. Moving on. This is where things begin to get a little bit worse, is that, however, since Kenobi's high criticism, Disney did not want to actually bother with the show anymore, and it was really a project that Kathleen Kennedy was pushing to make happen for the fans. The show was set to take place 2 years after the events of Kenobi, and would focus on Reva struggling with her identity and having awful callbacks to her time with the Empire and her want to destroy Darth Vader. The series is going to be a story of revenge and trying to find ways to hunt down Darth Vader in different ways. To Chapek, the series eventually made no sense, and they decided to pull the plug on the show, canceling it altogether. Characters like Roken and Haja were also set to return in the show, as Reva was going to join that group that Roken leads, all the Force-sensitive individuals and such. Right now, Chapek wants to keep the fact that Kenobi is the only protector of Luke and doesn't need a second protector. This was all set to be a side story, where, of course, for the Reva series, where she would actually watch over the child for Kenobi while he trains with Qui-Gon Jinn. Chapek knew this had no logic and that it needed to be cancelled as soon as possible, even if Moses Ingram would get upset and offended, wanting it to actually happen when it didn't. So, the thing about the character of Reva, let's just be honest here, the character is pointless, very terribly written. Stuart Beatty even confirmed that he made the character originally, but the character was a lot more grounded. It was better written in the very beginning, and they went completely against that. And let's not forget the fact that Reva was supposed to die. This is all confirmed by the original Kenobi writer, who was making the Kenobi trilogy at the time. There was going to be an Obi-Wan movie trilogy, in case you guys did not know this. Reva was supposed to die. He was very upset why Lucasfilm let her live, why they let her know that she knew who exactly Anakin was. He didn't believe that made any sense. And it's just kind of crazy when you have the original writer saying these things, of how that doesn't make sense, or this doesn't make sense about Reva, and how Disney did the complete opposite just to create a Reva series, only to now cancel that show. It just goes to show how much of a massive failure their attempt was with the character of Reva. We can obviously see that there was a big agenda there. There was a big plan over there for the character that made absolutely no sense, and let's face it, I'm very happy that this character is no longer involved in Kenobi Season 2, which, by the way, is going to be led by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Deborah Chow and Joby Harold are no longer involved with the Kenobi series. As a whole, it is moving forward, so that's good news. We may very well have a second chance to actually have a very good storyline from point A to point B of the series of the second season. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.